We wait like a couple minutes for some people to join, then we can start. We will have first presentation and then hands-on group activity that depend on how many participants we will have. So the format is that it's a workshop, so everyone would work, okay? And the idea is to discuss the design principle as per the subject of the workshop, but also try to make the concept about what is special for blockchain, for DeFi, for Web3, etc. So we will start by everyone presenting themselves, but before that I will present myself. So my name is Younes. I'm head of design at Velora. We've been known as Paraswap before, and we rebranded to Velora recently. I'm a designer, entrepreneur, mentor. I mentor designers, and very passionate about coffee. So I'm calling myself a home barista, making coffee for my wife and kids. And also, father of two. I have 16 years of experience in design, and 5 years of them are like within Web3 space. I specialized as a designer in UX strategy, in UX management, and in business innovation. And I'm coming from Rabat, Morocco, so that's in North Africa. Okay, so next step is for you to introduce yourself. So please feel free to bring a mic and just like your name, your occupation, what you do, or your role, and what do you expect from the workshop? Like briefly. You want to start?
Can we start with you, maybe?
Yes, from the right.
So, hi everyone. I'm Anastasia. I'm from Ukraine. I'm product designer, and recently I became a UX mentor on UXL, the platform for designers. Maybe you know this one. So I came here just to hear UX principles because I don't know your product. So I would like to learn how you solve and your main challenges.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for being the first arrival.
Well, I'm Juan Pablo. I'm from here, Buenos Aires. I am a product designer. I work in UX since 2019, 2020. And I'm here to learn more about DeFi principles and payments and wherever blockchain AI stuff right now. Yeah, probably that.
Amazing. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Munir. Work with Younes in Velora. I'm founder, and we work together on a daily basis. So I'm here to learn more from what I already learned from Younes through the years. So I'm super happy for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gaia, and I'm a UX UI designer, currently working for Web2 and really want to do the transition to Web3. So I'm here to soak everything in and
Amazing.
Learn as much as I can.
Hi,
Thank you.
folks. I'm Bibiana. I'm from Brazil. I work as a product designer for Blue Builders, which is a dev shop. And I started my journey as both designer and in this Web3 ecosystem about a year ago. So I'm pretty new to this whole thing. But I had some great experience, including Velora and some of our products. So
Amazing.
I'm also here just to meet other designers, which is not common for me. My company, I'm the only designer, so I don't trade a lot with other designers. And I'm really excited to be here.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Gal. Okay, so to move on, prepared this one because I wanted to explain to everyone the role of design, but as you are all designers, I think we can briefly talk about it. Just to understand and put everyone in context, designer's role is not only about making things beautiful or accessible or acceptable. Designer's role is way deeper than that. And here, like some clusters or responsibilities of the UX designer. But again, when I say the role of UX, the UX as a practice doesn't belong to the designer only. Designer, as you know, is the facilitator, the one who is bringing everyone together, and the one who is evangelizing the user's need and the user-based design for the whole team. So for the product managers, for the developers, the designer is the one who is representing the user, working for the user, and making sure that anything that the team is making, they keep in mind the user. So designers who work for Web 2 and trying to switch to Web 3 needs to understand the difference between the two. So it's not just like moving from number 2 to number 3, but it's just like a shift. It's a change of paradigm. It's a different perspective, and it's a new way for users to interact with products. Sometimes it's even like questioning the definition of product. Is the product something that you give to the user, or is it the whole ecosystem? Because your product in Web3 is basically in the middle of what we call an omni-channel journey, meaning that you are not the only one who the user is interacting with. If you have a DApp, you have a wallet connected, so the wallet belongs to another provider. The Explorer belongs to another provider. Ethereum is another provider. So you fit yourself within a space where you need to be consistent and you need to make the user feel like they're not skipping one app or one environment for another environment. So here, like 6 elements that can help us understand the difference between Web 2 and Web 3. We're not gonna go deeper into them. But when we say that, like, the mental model is the difference between, let's say, signing up to a website or connecting a wallet to a DApp. So for Web 2, we create an account. We can forget the password and we can retrieve it. We can go and change parameters on the account, and we can make sure that all our data is saved within the account, basically. On Web 3, it's different. It's basically your wallet. So you don't create accounts for each DApp. Sometimes you need to sign to make sure that the wallet belongs to you. But with the one account, which is your wallet, your password is the seed phrase, and even the DApp has no idea what is it. Okay, so you have like a public key, and you go and you connect your wallet. You can disconnect your wallet from DApp number 1 and go to DApp number 2 without needing to create an account on each DApp. Okay, so this mental model is just like users have different understanding of different interaction. So when we design for Web3, we need to keep in mind what the user is expecting from Web3 and the need to align between like creating an account sign up and like connecting a wallet. The trust model. So when we onboard anyone into Web3, we tell them don't trust anyone, okay? But everyone will be, well, everyone are like skeptical about products. Everyone is double checking after everything that you say, as they should. Everyone is making sure that they are not putting their money, risking their money on like scammy websites or like the app that can like rug pull them. And besides, like when you log into Gmail, you are on Gmail, okay? So you don't need to check the Gmail URL every now and then. Trying to submit an email, you don't double check if there is like it's like the same email, etc. So when the user lands on Web3, they have the trust model, and the trust model is different from Web2 to Web3 because it's not basically the same entity, and their data is not handled the same way. Ownership is a different thing. So when you are like on a streaming website on YouTube, for example, everything like you subscribe to and you consume, and you don't own it. But when you are like on OpenSea, you buy an NFT and you own it. It's yours. Okay, so it's not like you subscribe to a service, but you buy something and you really own it. So this concept of ownership is also different. So when you escape from Web2 to Web3, the users become owners of their seed phrase, of their wallet, of their funds, of their currency, etc. So the ownership is a new thing or a new perspective that we should keep in mind when we are designing for Web3. Onboarding and sign up, as I explained, just like creating an account, jumping from one DApp to another, responsibility and risk. So you should you should keep the user responsible for protecting themselves, not signing anything, double checking the addresses on their wallet, and basically different from when you can just like send an email or like buy something on Amazon. It's you. You are doing everything, but you are not jumping between 2-3 things, except like when you have like a virus or something on your computer, malware, and you want to make a payment and you might be spoofed or phished or something. But on Web3, the risk is way higher. Transparency is basically another thing that is special for Web3, because on Web2, most of the data transfer is opaque. You don't see where your data is handled. You can land on our website and they ask you for cookies and you accept the cookies and that's it. But on Web3, you see that your transaction is going from where, when, etc. Everyone knows anything, everything. And it's basically open by design. And when we talk about UX principles, trying to define them, they are basically what we call a North Star. A North Star is basically the rules or the standards that help us understand if a UX is good or not. There are a set of principles that everyone on the team involved and directly or indirectly impacting the UX should keep in mind. So first of all, we can all align with designers and non-designers alike. What are we trying to achieve with the UX? Also, making sure that with everyone's contribution in the team, they are like working towards the same goal. So to work towards the same goal, we need to be coherent, consistent, and we need to make sure that the user doesn't know the difference between a feature and another within the same DApp. Like if you have 4 designers working on different features, and each feature will feel different because there is designer number 1 for feature number 1, designer number 2 for feature number 2. So the consistency is very important here. And we can call them heuristics. We can call them design principles. We can call them accessibility rules, and they're all like meaning the same. Here we can also say that the UX principles can change between a domain and another. So if we are working as designers for, let's say, health, it's different from finance, DeFi, let's say HR. So the UX principle should adjust to each domain differently, because what we call business acumen, which is like the knowledge that designers and non-designers involved in product design should understand about what they are doing. So when you are working for HR, you should understand what hiring means, what sourcing means, what different like jargons of the technical terms of the industry mean. That's what we call business acumen. And we adjust the UX principle to the business acumen to be efficient in a way that understand what the user say and what the user need, and also how we can make the UX adapted to the industry. When we say Web3, we have many challenges. We can go through them quickly. Like first thing is the ambiguity here. So ambiguity is basically when the user is having like difficulties understand what is happening in the background. So when they are connecting their wallet, what does it? They just like click wallet connect, and then they have the wallet popped up from another side, either like or on their hardware device, or a Chrome extension, or a mobile app. So they have like not like send an email or like create a document or something, but they need to understand what is happening. When you click on an action, you send a transaction, for example, to the blockchain. You keep you stay in loop of what is happening currently. the other challenge is the lack of trust. So as I explained briefly, is when we tell the user don't trust, verify, it's something that they keep in mind all the time that they are interacting with your products. When you design something, you should design it with an idea that the user doesn't trust you, and everything you show, it should be towards building a trust with the user. Branding, UI consistency, language, interaction, everything should work towards building some sort of trust with the user. Novelty, everything is new, everything is different, and everything users need to understand. Not everyone started working or using DeFi products back in the day. Like you can have users who are like very familiar with the different concepts of DeFi, but you can have users who are like freshly onboarded. They just like created a wallet, received some ETH, and they want to make transactions or stake in their money, etc. So you should keep in mind that your product is not really something that everyone is familiar with. Loyalty, it's a very important challenge because on Web 2, it's basically you create an account and you call, you get a user and it's yours. The user is yours because they create an account, you have their data, you have a way to reach them. It's very important. You have their email, maybe 2FA, you have like their phone number, and if you want to send them a message, you can reach them. On Web 3, it's different because you can just like connect your wallet to the app number 1, and then disconnect and connect to the app number 2. And the user is not yours, basically. You don't have, you have how many wallets were connected to your system, but not like an account created. Even if the user created an account on your, or like created their wallet on your app, as soon as they get a key, private key, they can just like export it from your app and import it on another app. So you don't really have the users loyal. You should keep designing and you should keep improving in order to keep delivering value to the user so they can stay with you. Another challenge is the growing expectations. So everyone, back in the day, it wasn't like this, but now we expect Web3 to be as good, as efficient as Web 2. So you expect anything that is created on Web3 to look beautiful, of course, to be consistent, to have minimum of errors, and you can, like, the more we grow, the more we build for DeFi, the less the user will tend to basically give us the benefits of the doubt. So whenever you make a mistake, it's more costly as we grow. And the next thing is the clarity. So you need to, you have like the technology is providing very complex concepts, and you need to simplify them for the user to be to make sure that you attend to their needs. Disruption is a technology that is breaking down the old habits and breaking down the way people are handling things. So buying something is becoming different. Spending money is becoming different. Creating a bank account, so rather than like creating bank accounts, you have like create a wallet. Sending a wire transfer is becoming different. Paying for things using crypto is different than paying with fiat. So disruption is something that is like good in a way, but also it's a challenge in itself because you need to inform the user and you need to align your product in a way that it is insured against disruption. So you should be the one disrupting the others and not the others disrupting you or disrupting your product. Decentralization, it means that everything is fragmented. And the user, as I explained earlier, the user needs to interact with different stakeholders in order to achieve their user journey. So a wallet, an explorer, a DApp, maybe like a wallet that is requiring the use of an extension and a hardware signature wallet. So when we design, you should keep in mind the decentralization, privacy. So everything in Web3 is public by design, meaning that all the data is exposed to everyone to access. Very few things happen privately, so users will feel exposed, but they will also want to protect their identity. They don't want to be tracked. So user research is very complicated in a way that you cannot use a lot of tools like that are industry standards to track the user and make like user analytic. Otherwise, you will be like exposing their important private data to third parties who might not be authorized to access the user data. Technical limitation. So when you want to do something, let's say keep the user's configuration on your app or the app. So you have a user, they connect their wallet, they sign on their like computer, and they change something on the parameter. This storage, as you don't have a user account, the storage goes to their cookies. So the cookies are like on the browser. But one day you want to use your DApp via another device, the cookie doesn't exist on the other device. So when they connect to the other device, they go to the first point. So they lose all the progress that they made on your DApp, like the list of transactions, parameters, maybe all the customization basically that they make about on your app is basically lost whenever they are moving from a device to another. High stakes, so everything is costly. Very few, like very obvious mistake or very tiny mistakes can cost a lot of like millions of dollars. You don't know how much the user have on their wallet when you are risking their data, when you are risking like few words or like even like this action means something else, and even the tiny mistake can cost user a lot of money and a lot of value. Emerging technology. So we are designing for something that keep growing every day. Everything that you learn is gonna be outdated the next day, and we can't like teach young people right now designing for Web3 because you go to school, you teach them that by the time they will graduate, they will find everything different. So everything that you teach them is outdated. So we should keep in mind that anything that we do is basically going to expire very soon. And everything that is going to expire, it means that we should keep learning and keep being like connected to what's happening around us and adapting our knowledge and keep shaping our skills. So the design principles, I listed them here very quickly. We have 8. You can find them on different, well, every designer will tell you different design principles, okay? But these are the ones that I personally apply and that I can find on different sources, like Norman Nielsen Group, UX heuristics, they have 7. But yeah, you can have this different design principle for each designer, but these are basically mine. We go one by one. The first design principle is the consistency. So in order to design for ambiguity, design for clarity, and design for loyalty, you need to be consistent. You need everything to feel that they belong to the same entity. So you need all your interfaces to feel the same, to feel that they belong to the same brand. You need your brand to have a personality, and you need to engage to the user with the same way. So when they are connecting their wallet and submitting the transaction, they need to feel that they are within the same spectrum, not like you tell them something here. Even the voice and tone is very important. The way you are like saying something to the user on one screen should be the same way, or should be consistent with the different, with another thing. One way we can help is design systems. Most of you are designers. So design systems is like reusing the same components over and over again. And whatever you make a change, it just like apply to the rest of changes, and it's very linked to the brand. Familiarity. So here, basically, we don't reinvent the wheel. Okay, so when you bring a user for Web 2 and you give them a wallet and some gas to spend on Web 3, you should, all the design patterns should be based on what they learn already, what they know. So how they create an account, you replace this by how they create a wallet. How they submit or how they make a transaction should be similar to the way they buy something online. How they stake their money should be the same pattern as they deposit money into their bank account, and so on, so on. So we don't let the user start from zero. We can only like create patterns based on what they know already. So they don't make a lot of effort when they are interacting with the product. Active guidance. So active guidance is whenever we have an action and we keep the user in loop of what is happening and what they should do about it. So in this example, like a submittal transaction, you have step number 1, you have step number 2, you have step number 3, etc. And in this example, you tell them what is happening. Okay, you pay this and you receive this. You are on step number 1, and step number 2 is gonna be this. Okay, and when the step number 2 goes away, you have step number 3, and active guidance is just like informing the user what they should do, like sit tight and relax, your swap transaction is being executed, so you don't have to do anything. And did you know that? You give them like an information. But before that, we need a signature for spending approval to be able to execute your order on your behalf. So if they get a notification from their wallet and they go to see what is happening about my transaction, they will understand the context. Proactive error handling. So this is a feature on Velora. It's basically when you do a swap, we have something called swap and transfer. So if you have like 2 or 3 wallets and you want to do a swap and then send what you received as tokens to another account, we enable the user to do the 2, like swap, receive, and then transfer in one transaction. Okay? But here, what is tricky is that if you do it using a receiving address that belongs to Binance, any centralized exchange, you lose your money and you cannot retrieve it. You can like keep contacting the support; they can't do anything about it. So what we can say, hey, we can like just have the input and let the user confirm their address and tell them, hey, you shouldn't have done that. But here we're just like telling them disclaimer. And in a very clear language, using orange, which is like a color of warning, you tell them if you use, please avoid using a centralized exchange address, because if you use it, you are not going to retrieve your money. And here they have like, I understand the risk of mentioning above. A lot of users don't read, so we might still fall into this, but at least we did it. At least we have like the warning, and at least we have like an action that is blocking, because if you don't click here, basically you're not going to be able to send anything. Just like time check, we have the constant feedback. So users should stay in the loop of everything that is happening. Can you see? Okay. Users should stay in the loop of everything that is happening around them. So whenever you have like active orders, you can just like say this order is open, this order is in progress, this is how much is filled, this order has been cancelled. Because otherwise, if you don't have like a centralized element on your interface or your product, where you list everything that is that the user did, the user tasks, like submit this order and this and this and this, etc. You're not gonna, if you don't do this, basically you're gonna keep spamming the user with the notifications, and maybe the user is not in front of your interface, so they're not going to see the notifications, or the notifications will be grouped into one. They will only be able to see the last one. So constant feedback is whenever we keep the user in loop of everything that is happening around them. Minimalistic complexity. So basically, a DeFi product, a DApp, a wallet, or anything, when we design for Web3, it's very complex. You have different modules, different ways of handling things, and you have to make your product adapted to different use cases, okay? So when you have your product If you want to design it in a way that let everyone access all the features all the time, you're gonna be left with something that looks like an airplane cockpit. So buttons, features, inputs, forms, everything is everywhere. Think of the interface of trading on Binance. So everything is accessible and only few menus that you can send or receive. But when you want to simplify everything in a way that helps the user know that they can access all the features. Like you can have a very complex product, but the interface can be minimalistic in a way that prioritizing all the features that should be accessible the first time. And then if I move on, I can access the more, and then let the user expand, basically, or you can have like a simple mode, an advanced mode, beginner mode, like on the onboarding side. You can adapt your product in a way that make it follow the user's need. So if they want to access more complex features, they can do, but otherwise, the default version of your product should be very simple. Humanized jargon, we're going to talk about it even on the group exercise, is how we can make the language feel human, okay? So when we say gas, what does it mean? It means the gas, right? But in our industry, it means something else. When we say EMV, when we say bots, when we say sandwich attacks, okay? So all these are like things that you can find a lot of people who are familiar with this already, but you shouldn't expect the user to understand all of that. You shouldn't overestimate the user's knowledge in a way that say, hey, well, my users will know what this means, okay? Or underestimate. So you can keep explaining to everyone. Imagine like explain to a very advanced trader something that is very basic. So they're gonna like find their interface full of explainers, but they don't really need it, okay? So we should find a balance between overestimating the user's skills and knowledge or underestimating the user's skills and knowledge. Omnichannel perspective. So when you are designing for a user and you have a user journey or a task to accomplish, you are not the only one involved. Not like Gmail, for example. When you send an email, you go to Gmail and you write the email and then you send this maybe with an event invitation or something. But everything happened within Google, okay, Google Suite. But when you are designing for Web3, basically you rely on an external wallet that sometimes you don't know what the user is using as a wallet, okay? And some users have, some wallets could have different features. And compatibility cannot be the same from a wallet to another. You should understand that when you are designing for Web3, it's basically an omni-channel, meaning like a mix of physical interaction, like my wallet, my phone, my hardware wallet, like a Ledger or Trezor, and Chrome extension, Explorer, a different app, and the app that you are basically designing. So you should keep in mind that the user have to do this and that, and you should keep guiding them on the user journey. That was my presentation. Now we move to an exercise. Thank you for the newcomers. Basically, we're gonna take the design principle of humanized jargon. Okay, we have 3 groups. We have this one, this table, this one, and the one behind, different colors. Let me just count. I think we can do 3 persons per group. You can choose which one you want to go to. I'm gonna give each group 5 terms, and the challenge is that you take a post-it, Sharpie, and then you can write how you can simplify it, okay? So let's say we are on the advanced group, and one of them will be the EMV, okay? How can you explain the EMV in a simple plain language? And after that, we can say, hey, how would you explain EMV to someone who has 5 years old? Okay, so how can you explain it to someone who is freshly being onboarded into your app? Let's do that. We have, I think, 15 minutes. So we will take 10 minutes for the exercise and 5 minutes for sharing and discussing, and just like each group will visit the other group and see what they came up with, okay? I need 3 here. 3 people, please rise. This is the advanced, this is the beginner. It can be if you are like familiar and comfortable with the Web3. You can go to the advanced. If you don't know anything about DeFi, you can come to the beginner, because yes.
So yeah, just choose whatever you feel comfortable. Are you more beginner, intermediate, or advanced?
Okay, and the first 3 people, okay, the first one will have a reward. 2, 3, okay. Okay. So you, and you, I owe you a small gift, okay? Please take a Sharpie and a Post-it. This will be your tools. Okay. And please, if you don't understand something, just tell me. Okay, thank you. Yes, first one will be transaction, blockchain. If you can just, please, sorry.
Sorry, just if you want to say something that might be interesting for the workshop, ask me to give you the microphone
Or if
so
you have
that
a
it goes
question.
on the sound, okay?
Everyone has Sharpies and Post-its. Amazing. One word per Post-it, and it should be big enough, okay? Show you an example. Yes, I'm gonna give like jargon element. Like for intermediate, it can be Block Explorer, okay,
Are you
or
guys familiar
Explorer.
with Block Explorer? You know?
If you don't understand, we can just skip the word, okay? Yeah, if you can
You
explain,
can
yeah,
learn why you
that's the exercise basically. Yeah. So if you're saved, we have here Explorer. We have gas. Okay. We have okay. I don't want to make it over too complicated. Depend on your knowledge. So we have, yeah, can have limit order.
Do you guys know it? Yeah, limit order? Yeah.
Okay, let's you start. I will go to the other group. Here we can have something called swap.
I think you already started working on what term?
Transaction. Okay, we have swap. We have transaction. Okay, and we have wallet. Okay. Just keep it quick and dirty. You can just write big words. You don't have to be small because everyone should see it, even the camera. And whenever you have a word, a suggestion, just stick it under it, okay? So we can have like this.
So are we thinking about like just one word?
Another version that is simplified. Okay, so this belongs to Web3, a swap.
Ideally one word only.
Yes, ideally one word. Yeah, one word per. You can write multiple. Okay, you can like add. Can make this like this. Okay, just like keep it under. So what is the alternative of swap? Just write it down. stick it. The rule of the exercise as well, it belongs to the way we do design thinking workshops. It's basically you write something and then you talk about it. Okay, you write, you stick, and then you talk. You can write the same thing, and when you stick it, you stick this like next to each other. It's called a cluster. How are you guys doing?
I'm right, no? It's for, like, for example, is it scan or, I mean, the block is prose.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
There is no right or wrong answer. As I explained to the other group, write it, stick it, and then talk about it. Okay? It's okay if you write the same thing. Okay. Like, if you guess the same thing, you can stick it. If you want to change group, it's okay. Please join us if you want. We have an exercise right now, but everyone is welcome to join. It's not very technical or advanced, so anyone can participate, basically. So if you are hesitant, I just wanted to bring you in. Sure. I'm not sure what the next workshop is about. Okay. But if you want to join this one, you're welcome. We still have like 15 minutes. Sure. Okay, change, replace. Okay, good. Transaction. Oh, who wrote this? Nice. Okay, transaction is movement. Okay, we'll give like 5 more minutes to find more, and then we're going to like explain rather word, like explain it like if you would say it to someone who doesn't have like it's not involved in DeFi, like 5 years old or someone. Gas. What's gas? You don't need gas to send an email, right? No. Okay, you don't need to spend anything. You need maybe coins, fuel. Good. Yeah. Tax, yeah. You spend. Okay, leave you to it. Don't hesitate. Please don't hesitate to write and then talk, okay? Again, I'm just trying to remind everyone.
Yeah, don't try to validate your idea.
Yeah. Just stick it and then we'll talk about it. In design thinking, we call it double diamond, okay? It's converging, diverging, converging, diverging, okay? It's like, just like this. Then, so converging, it means we collect the maximum. Yes. Even if it's repetitive, even if it doesn't mean anything, even if it's too close, it's converging, like accept everything. And then it will be time to diverge, to close, to choose, to filter, to sort, and to vote, etc. That's diverging. Don't validate ideas, please. Just write it down. Whatever it is, stick it. Okay? I was explaining to the other team the concept of diversion, conversion, or diverge, converge. It's when we are brainstorming, we should accept the maximum. We shouldn't say, hey, this idea is bad or this idea is good. And we shouldn't say, hey, maybe my idea will not work. That's like the time you spend thinking about your idea, you are basically losing the idea. Okay, so diverge, accept everything, and then converge. Converge, it means sorting, filtering, voting, choosing, validating, etc. So at this point, we are diverging. So collect anything, everything that falls into your mind, anything that is related. Of course, I'm not gonna say like something like car about gas, but yeah, anything that you think it's close, please write it down. How are we? Trade. Okay. Which one is trade? It's in between. Yes. Okay. So let's say we keep it here, okay, just to help you a bit. And transaction. Oh, yeah, good idea. So transactions can also be trade. Just like write it down again. Okay. You're almost there. I don't want to see empty spaces. Okay, as designers, sometimes we love empty space, so we keep it here, so we can like make sure that everything doesn't look very clustered. But here, I don't want it. Please.
I can explain the concept, right?
Okay, yeah. Limit order.
For example, you buy Bitcoin, and you want to set a limit to buy or sell it.
Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna do another alternative of your explanation in a metaphor. So not Bitcoin. Okay. So you have 1,000 pesos. Okay, and you want to buy this one. For now, the price of this go to 1,500 pesos, and it changes. So the current price is here, and your budget is here, so you cannot buy it, you cannot afford it. But the limit order is saying, hey, I want to buy this, I only have this, so when the price go down, please make me order. So I will give you 1,000 pesos, and when this costs 1,000, please give it to me. Okay, that's the limit order. You said just the order will not execute right now, but it is limited to some parameters. That's a limit order. It's okay. If you don't understand, it's the intermediate. No one is going to judge you because you wrote something different, okay? How are we? Oh, nice. Shop, okay.
We're trying to hide post-its.
Ah.
I see one. No, this is like, I see two. This is like a better version.
Okay. I'm going to do a very fun thing. You just need to fill this and this, okay? And that's it. Oh, cool. So just one more. Almost there. Oh. Okay. That's it. Amazing. Thank you, everyone. Can you please come here? All of you. Group number 2, intermediate. Okay, so please choose one of you who can talk about it. Any volunteer, or I can choose one of you. Okay, yes, please. Okay, we have. Can you please just tell the other group like the 3 words that you have and how you explain them?
The 3 words are swap, transaction, and wallet. And for swap, we came up with change, replace. Do I need to explain or just say the words?
No need to explain, but if you have a question, you can ask. Okay.
Like, okay. So translate.
Okay.
And trade.
Okay. Cool. Can we stop this? By the way, thank you. This is your gift. These are coasters or mug holders, okay, with our logo that I printed them myself at home. So I have I started making 3D prints, and these are like one of my first creations, okay? Thank you. So swap. Swap is basically, give me that. I'll give you this one. This is a swap. So we swap something with value with another thing of a value. Whenever we swap value, you need like a microphone, and I need a microphone. And you need this one. I will give you like pesos for your thing. This is trade. So swap is not change but exchange. Okay, give and take. So it means that you have 2 things of value going here and there. Okay, this is called a metaphor or an analogy. This is how you can explain it to someone who have 5 years old. Just like take a chocolate, and I will give you like another candy. That's a swap. Replace, yes, because as a user or as a trader, you have 5 of those, and you are gonna replace it with something else. So you have a token, and you want to replace you want to diverse your portfolio, and you want to replace what you have with something else of equal value. Translate, it goes to the same direction, but I would probably put it down. Trade, yeah. So trade is first if we want to sort them vertically. And oh no, this one, but this one should be exchange. If you can just like please add the EX, translate should stay the last. Transaction is basically the result of a swap. It's very close, but a transaction is the action of swapping results to a transaction. So if I give you this and you give me that, it means we did a swap, but between us we have a transaction. Okay, you can keep it. And so we have transaction exchange. Okay, I would say it's an operation. Okay, because the transaction can be a swap, it can be another thing. It can be a stake, it can be a claim. Any action basically happening on the blockchain can be a transaction. I don't see something, or a trade can be a transaction. I don't see something called an order. Okay, so an order can have one or multiple transactions. Like a limit order, for example, if you go to Velora, you will find that one limit order can have like multiple transactions. It was filled multiple times. So just to explain again, limit order is when you say this costs 5, okay? But I only have 4. So I would make an order to the order book or to the app saying, hey, when the price of this one is not 5 anymore, but it's 4, please make the purchase for me. The swap is you have this one and I have this one, okay? So you can afford mine, I can afford yours, so we can like exchange. But a limit order is like you have this and what I have is not like worth it yet. It's not the right price. So the limit order is different and can have, whenever this like dips in price a little bit, I can have like a fraction of the price. I can pay like a half, another half in 2 transactions. That's the difference. A wallet, yeah, it's a bag, it's money, it's storage, collection. Good job. Like a short wave of applause for group number 1. Thank you. Is yours. Okay, cool. Thank you. The photographer. Thank you. I need more.
They're here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you guys.
So group number 2, please, let's present. The words that you have are, who wants to? Okay.
Please, on the mic.
We have Explorer, Gas, and Limit Order.
Okay. For the first one.
Okay, we have Public Bank Extract, Explorer, a list of transaction, search transaction, so we can put them together, and a page in which you can see what is happening, transactions, price of a crypto, etc.
Perfect. Thank you. So here, the Explorer is the ledger where we can find transactions. If we want to track transactions, that's where the transactions live. They live on the blockchain, but the Explorer is the reader, is the order book, is the list of all transactions and wallets. So you can just go to the Explorer and you can put your name, okay, ENS name or wallet address, and it will show you your transactions, and some of them will be the swaps. This is an analogy, and this is like a very easy way to explain it. But again, going back to the subjects of our design, it's a design principle. It means that anything that is complicated, you should simplify it. Okay, simplify it in a way that is making everyone understand what they are using. Gas, please.
Okay, do you want to explain gas?
Okay, so for gas we
I
have
see what you did here. Okay.
we have fuel, we have tax,
Yeah.
we have the
Delegated.
monetary element needed to make a transaction. It is a must, a tax. No gas equals no transactions.
Yes.
And something you have to pay to swap money.
Amazing. Here. So basically, a gas is what you spend to make a swap, to make a transaction. For the transaction to go through, you need to fuel it with gas, okay? Because you need to pay money for your transaction to go through. And that money is, when you say fuel, it's digital fuel, okay? Limit order.
Okay. So for limit order, we have a protection for not losing more than you want, a shield, booking, time and expectation, and a safeguard mechanism to protect the transaction. You set an order and an action, limit or sell a transaction in a range settled by the user.
Okay, so I did a mistake earlier and explained this already. So a limit order is a way to create a swap order, but the swap order will depend on some parameters, either the price, either the time, or the amount. So if you are selling 10 of something and you only have 5, I will tell you whenever you have 10, please bring them to me. You have 2? Sorry, you have 1. Okay, another one because you explained 2. That was yours. And yeah. Thank you, everyone. I think we have other participants from the other workshop waiting for us. Oh, you need gas to make us stay. Okay. Thank you again. Quick tips. I missed that. You can scan this. It's my LinkedIn. We can connect. You are welcome to join us on the booth for Velora. We have massage. It's really masseuse there. You can take a massage if you want. They're very good. Yes. Yeah, it's just find the co-working space. You can just chill. You can stay there. You can sit, etc. You can have a massage. She's okay. And please, let's stay in touch. I want to connect with every single one of you. We can keep discussing if you have like questions, if you want to talk about anything, please. And after the conference, you can find me on LinkedIn, and I will be very pleased to stay in touch with you, to connect with you. Thank you. Here's who didn't get this? Yeah, please feel free.
So, thanks. Let's make a clap.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, please.
Oh, you
Oh, I already have one.
okay. There are more there.
Can we regroup for like one last picture or
Yes,
photo?
that would be nice.
Not with my face.